99.5 Beats the Show. Let's get it.
Tidos. Anakin, Anakin Latidos. Anakin Latidos. Anakin Latidos.
Already, let's do a mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Already. You know how we do. You know how we do. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all feeling good? I hope so. Today we're gonna talk about you will go through multiple lessons in life. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Everybody goes through it. It's a prime example of life, and you should not be afraid to go through it. Because one thing about it, we all are going to go through it. That's for sure. Let's give it up for that. Believe it or not. But I just want to say, I hope y'all have a great weekend. It's been a long week. I got a lot of things going on. I just want to say to my subscribers, appreciate you coming in, tapping in with me. It means a lot to me. Make sure you hit that like and make sure you subscribe. And if you want to comment, I really highly appreciate it. Let's give it up for that. The things that I like about my show, let's talk about that. The things that I like about my show is that I give you context and I'm always giving you opinions and I always want to help people, man. That's more important to me than just trying to finesse and trying to be better than everybody else. I want you to know that we all are on the same page when it comes to life. And there's nothing wrong with listening to people that talk about life lessons. It's very important. Because one thing about life, we're all going to go through obstacles. That's number one. We all going to go through phases in life. And we all going to go through trials and tribulations. Believe that. And it's very important that we all think about what are we going to do with ourselves when it comes to us getting 50, 60 years old. When our kids are grown, that's if you got kids, right? And if you don't have kids, you might just live a lavish life. That's the truth. But I'm here to explain the phases of life when you go through mental health and you go through life lessons when it comes to things that will happen to you. Nobody gets a clean slate when it comes to life. And that's the truth. No one gets a clean slate. We all will go through problems. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We all will face adversity. That's the truth. We all will go through hardships, hard times. That's why you got to make sure the good times outweigh the bad times. And, for the most part, it's what you do after the hardships and the hard times in life. Because you don't know when it's going to happen. And, when you go through your problems, they all come in different shapes, fashion, and forms. It might come through other people. I always talk about your job. It might be in your marriage. You know what I mean? It might be with your family members. It's not that simple. And the first thing you should do when you do go through these things, before you even go through them, because God will take you through that path. Especially when you think about things in your life that you really want to do and you really want to accomplish and you're not there yet, you must keep the faith. You must be resentful. Because things are going to happen. For instance, you could have a $100,000 or six-figure job, right? You made it. You graduated from high school. You went to college. You might even just say, look, I don't even want to go to college. I want to go to trade school. For the dudes out there, you might get your barber's license. For the women out there, you might go to school and get your cosmetology license. But at some point, when you accomplish something, you got to go through the next steps. There's always steps in your life. But where I'm going at is, everything might go right for 5 or 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You may have reached all of your goals. But what do you think the next step might be? Let's keep it a buck. It could be death in your family. As you get older, your mother, your father might pass away. It kind of starts with your grandmother. You see your aunts die, your grandmother, your grandfather, and that is a life lesson, man, because they actually raised us when we're younger, no matter who it is in your life. But those are the ups and downs and the obstacles. You know, you could have everything that you ever wanted in 20 years. I would say after 25, 27, yes, Ersky. You get about 35, 40, 45ish, you start seeing your family deteriorate. People start passing away. And you know, it's so ironic when you like 38, 40, 45, and you know, you met your goals pretty much, and you just trying to settle in and just maintain and contain, and then those people start passing away. That's just letting God let you know that, hey, your time is coming too, and you should be appreciative. And you know, when we were kids, no matter if it was our parents taking us to grandma's house, you know, and she had a cooking, grandfather sitting there with a cigar, you know what I mean? Yeah, you meet your cousins, you see them for Christmas, you see them for Thanksgiving, basically the holidays, right? And it's just so fun, no worries. You're in school. The only thing you probably hate is going to school. Well, not all of us. And then after that, you graduate from high school, correct? And then after you graduate from high school, you may go to college, and then you start your life, whether if you're getting married or you just single. But as time progresses and you working all the time and you grinding it out, you getting your money, you traveling, whatever it is, at some point things start to go downhill and you don't even realize it because you're spending all this time trying to grind it out. And then you know when you get 45, 50, you like, oh man, grandma's getting sick. She has Alzheimer, or dad, or granddaddy, or something is always, I hate to say it, man, but something always tragically is going to happen. So that's what I mean about multiple lessons in life. You know, a lesson is a blessing, though. That's what we all must know. But it's how you get through it. What are you going to do when those things happen? Because they're going to happen. And we're all going to pass away. So at the end of the day, you have to enjoy every moment and every second in life. You know what I mean? Complaining all the time and pointing fingers at everybody and saying, this, you know what I mean? I just want you to enjoy life. Enjoy the beautiful things that come with it because it's very important. You got to take time out for yourself. Take time out for your family. If you have kids and you married or you single and you have nephews and nieces, right? And you got to make time for them because time is winding out. It's going down. Like it's moving so fast that you won't even know it. But your body will let you know that's for sure. So, these multiple lessons, I will give you examples of the lessons that you might go through. I just gave you a few, but I'll give you a lot more than that. Because I just want to educate you and put you on game through my opinion. And some of these things might be facts. Okay? Let's start with number one. When you do get out of high school, if you graduate from high school, right? What's the next plan? To get a job. Now, some of us, shit, we get a job in high school. And some of these kids, including us back in the day, we'll stay at that job, right? But we don't know the next move. We don't know the direction we're going. We just know in high school we making money. You know, back then you was making $4.75 an hour. I don't know if that's a lot back then. And then you know you think about that money. You like, oh, I'm getting all this money coming in. Yes, sir. Everything is beautiful, but you still don't have a plan. And then if you do go to college, how many years you gonna spend? You're gonna spend 4 years. If you want to get your master's, that's almost 8. Then if you want to get your doctor, that's 10. So you like 30 years old, right? And that's already a lesson that you're going through because think about it. When you finish college, if you finish college, what bill do you have to pay? Right? You have to pay that loan back. So that's already a lesson and a blessing. Just think about it. You spend all that money going to college, right? All that money, and then you got to give it right back. That's fucked up. It's all good when you going to college. But when you got to pay those bills back, it's like, oh, damn, I'm working for nothing. Damn, you mean to tell me I went to college and I got to pay all this shit back? What the hell did I go to college for? Well, you went to college to get a degree, what you need and what you should have. You earned it, and it's supposed to get you a better job and a career. But let me say something about careers, though. I think these days, having a career, you should have your own business. But what comes with having your own business? A lot of time put in, a lot of sacrifices, because you got to be there all the time, and you got to make sure it works because you, the CEO, you know what I'm saying? You the boss. And it's going to take you through hardships too. Investing, put money into what you got going on. But it's that adversity that you go through. You're all basically what I'm saying is whatever you do in life, you're going to go through adversity. That's just plain and simple. You know, when you marry, you're going to go through adversity. Let's talk about marriage real quick. When you get married, everything's fine and dandy. It's like, oh yeah, I'm married. Oh, I love you. I love you too. Oh, we're gonna have a beautiful family. Yes, we're gonna have a beautiful family. We're gonna get a house. Yeah, we're gonna get a house. We're gonna get cars. Yeah, we're gonna get a car. We're gonna go on vacation. But you still might go through the struggle. For instance, if you don't have kids yet, right? This person is working, you're working, y'all always working. You're tired from being around people. You're tired from the stressful things that you go through your job, multiple lessons. You know, your manager saying you're not working hard enough or you can't get that raise. What do? We get mad, we get upset, we don't want to work there no more. Managers change, employees change, and you so accustomed to the same shit. But how can you get better at that? It's almost like you literally have to say, hey, things are going to change. And that's one thing that we all got to know that things change, people change. As long as you know that you're going to go through changes in life and things are going to change, you will be good. And that's a fact. That's actually the secret to the multiple lessons in life. Things are going to change. And if you can get that in your head, if you can see that through time, a lot of things gonna change. As far as death, as far as your money, as far as time with your kids, they're going to grow. They're going to get older. And it's up to you to make sure that you make a platform for them, just like our family did, like our moms and dads and your grandmother, you know what I mean, your aunt, whoever raised you. They did it because they wanted to make sure that you on point. And when your kids get older, you got to make sure that's the same thing. Why do we go through these multiple lessons? Well, that's God's plan. God knows everything that's going on in your life, and He's going to put you to the test. You know why? Because He knows that you can fix it, and He's going to fix it for you. But you have to believe in the changes in life. You have to know that. Hey, listen, everything's going good. Not saying everything's going to go bad, but when things are good, You have to take heed of that and enjoy those moments. And I'm not saying bad things are going to happen. No, I'm not saying bad things are going to happen. It's just the obstacles. And when things do happen, it's teaching you a lesson. Maybe, let's just say, you're not going in the right path. I think that's what it is. And that happened to me recently. I thought everything was going good. I thought everything was working out. But in my mind, my mindset, deep down inside, I wasn't holy and pure within myself. I wasn't holy and pure. Nah, not me. I wasn't holy and pure. I was going back to my old ways. You know what I mean? Let me give you an example. Every time I get up and I get to the top and I'm about to reach another height in my life, I started drinking a little bit more. Okay? And I ain't saying drinking is bad. I'm not saying it's good. I started hanging out, being more sociable outside of my family. Because I'm like, damn, I worked hard. I've done things around the house. I've accomplished all these things. And, kind of get away from myself. And I'm just being honest, because some of y'all don't want to be honest about the situation. Let's drink some coffee on that. Let's get applause on that. For sure. Yeah, I get out in touch with myself, and I think I'm bossed up. And then God says, hey, man, you keep going in that direction. You keep going to that bar, you know what I'm saying, and have those drinks. You keep doing those extra things that you shouldn't be doing. I'm going to break your ass down. And that's a fact. So I'm like, all right. But this time I really thought about it. He set me down for about 2 or 3 months and was like, hey, bro, you need to be humble. You need to fix what's ever going on in your head and your mind. And the next time you step out, you're going to have it together. And also, I'm like, okay, I want to do other things. I want to accomplish other things. So I had time to reflect. I had time to reflect within myself and say, hey, you know what? I need to change this thing. I need to change that thing. Remember what I said. Life is going to change you. Life is going to change. Everything is going to change. So what should you do when you go through these multiple lessons? You got to change too, man. You can't be the same way all the damn time, man. Nah. If computers, iPhones, and social media and all these things that we use every day changes, you got to get a car every 4 or 5 years, facts. The only thing you might keep is a house because you're paying for it, right? But hey, the house might be too small. Facts. And you might be like, damn, there ain't enough room in here and you got the bread, what you going to do? You're going to either sell that house or refinance it and rent it out, and you're going to buy another house. And that's on my sis, man. So realize when you go through these multiple lessons, you're going through them because time is changing. Everything's revolving. Everything's turning around. Everything's going full circle. Your mindset has to know that. And being complacent when you go through these multiple lessons is not the key. That's why most of us sit there and says, oh, man, look, here we go again. It's only a here we go again because you didn't learn your lesson from the first time. So you're going to be complacent about the situation. And you just feel like it's just going to happen. And I'm talking about bad things. But sometimes when bad things happen, it's not really bad. It's just a lesson. That's all it is. Or sometimes God has to put you in a situation to show you again that you're not making the right moves. Let's give it up for that. It's all in the plan. It's all in the scheme of things when it comes to the universe that things are going to happen. And you cannot control them. And you have to be aware of that. And there are signs out there. You know, that person on your shoulder, it'll let you know, hey man, I don't think you need to be doing this. I think you need to take a little time to, chill and get some rest and be like, you know what I mean? Get you some rest. Take you a nap. Go to sleep. Rest is very important when you're going through these changes in life. Believe that. Let's get that up right there. I don't condone in life, I don't condone a person that's always negative when they go through these multiple lessons. Nah, I don't condone that. It's not fair when you go through multiple lessons in life. How do you do it? You pray about it. You go to church. Surround yourself around people that feel the same way about you. And that's another thing. When you have people in your life that feels the same way you feel in a good way, there's nothing wrong with having help. I'm talking about mentally. Being around people that you can talk to. And I really feel like we don't have enough people around us that we could talk to and not just navigate what we should be doing in life and where we should be going. It is very important to have friends and family that you can actually really call and talk about your problems and can help you navigate which way you want to go when something happens. It's good to have friends out there and family members when you do go through tough times, because we do know that tough times don't last always. No, they don't. They don't last always. But if you're around people in your circle that can't listen to you or you can't talk to them, why have them around when you go through these lessons in life? There is no point of having someone around you if you can't talk to them and have a conversation when you're going through something. And many of us are blocked off from that. I'm one of the top people in the world that'll say, "Hey, I don't have no friends." You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people that be like, I don't really have nobody to talk to, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I do have my wife, and if I want to call my mom, my grandmother, I can do that. That's cool. But when I look outside the box, I don't really have nobody that's gonna pick up that damn phone and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? You good?" I don't really have nobody like that. But I'm guilty by association because I feel like if somebody called me, if somebody texts me and they got a problem, I feel like I would answer the phone. You did. I feel like I'd be like, all right, what's going on? And if I'm working, I'm quick to talk to people. I like to know what they're going through. I want to hear their hardships and their pain and how they overcame something, or if they feel like they can't do it and they feel like there's no hope. I'm one of the top few people that'll be like, hey man, you got this. Because at the end of the day, we all need somebody to talk to when we're going through these multiple lessons in life. Everybody needs that. If you feel like you don't need that, then you're irrelevant to me. And that's a fact. When we all go through these multiple lessons in life, if anybody around you is like, oh nah, I don't never have no problems. I don't never go through nothing like that. Half of those people don't care. And that's cool. But you got to ask yourself, do you want to be around people like that? Do you really want to be around somebody that don't really care about shit? Because if you're around people like that, then that's negative energy, right? And that's what you're going to receive in the long run, negative energy. And when you go through these multiple lessons in life, they're going to pull you back. They're not going to hold you down. They're going to hold you down as far as not progressing. And then you're going to be depressed. And you're going to feel like, hey, I don't have anything to give in this world. I'm done. And then what does that lead to? It leads to drugs, it leads to alcohol, it leads to low self-esteem. And that's why a lot of people choose the other side. They choose to be in gangs. You know what I'm saying? They choose to be at the strip club. You know, they choose to be all about drama and want to start stuff with people. Y'all remember back in high school or when you was younger in your 20s, and also like the younger generation when y'all in y'all 20s and 25, and you got that one motherfucker that always want to start something with people, always want to fight, and then you end up having to get your ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Because they started it, and you all busted up, and then what they say? Oh man, you was down for me. You was down for me. You been down from day one. Or ladies out there, you know, you got that one female, that big girl out there. You know what I'm saying? She ready to fight, ready to go down, and you don't really want to be involved in that. And then you know you start acting like that because you are the company that you keep. But at some point in your life, you gotta let go of people like that, man. That shit is not cool. It's not safe, especially y'all youngsters out there, young men and women out there. Ain't nobody fight no more. Everybody shooting up the club. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about having no babies. Want to spin the block, and it's basically what I'm saying is if you're gonna go through multiple things in life, which you are in lessons, you gotta separate people because it's going to happen. That's all I'm saying. It's going to happen. Things are going to happen in life that you cannot control, and you have to overcome them. And the only way you can overcome that is the people that you have around you as you get older through time. And if you in your 30s or you in your 40s, rest be assured, if you got that same multiple people around you, you're gonna have multiple problems and you're gonna go through multiple life lessons that you don't want to go through. So you got to keep your circle small. That's one of the things that you have to do when you're going through these multiple lessons. You have to be around people that you can talk to, that you can communicate with. You know, when you out of sugar, you know what I'm saying? You can knock on the door, next door, or you can call and say, hey, I'm out of sugar. I'm out of flour. And it's not like you got to demand that shit. All right? It just comes natural. You want to be around people that's natural. They don't mind giving. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to do it too. It just actually just flows like water. If you are around people when you're going through these multiple lessons and y'all can't provide for each other, then guess what? You're around the wrong people, you're around the wrong crowd. Because when I look back at my grandmother and I look back at my family, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all my age can testify to that, right? Most of y'all can say, hey, I remember back in the day when Susie Mae and Johnny Mae, they gave each other rides, they kids rides. You know, my auntie used to pick all of her cousins, her nephews and nieces up, and we all ride in the Astro van. You know what I mean? Let's give it up for that, the Astro Ford van. And we would go everywhere with her. I don't even know if nobody gave her gas money. Shout out to Miss Daggett. You know what I'm saying? I miss you. She just loved kids, and she that would help her brothers and sisters out, right? And that would help her, comrades, her teachers that she worked with, and church members. But now you don't see that. You don't see a old woman or a aunt in a van with a whole bunch of kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I do see a lot of soccer moms out there. You did. But then again, it's really not safe out there. That's why you got to have the right people around you. And let's say this: who's the right people? The right people are people that are not less fortunate. It's just the people that's on the same page as you. Now, if you're on that page of being ignorant and being stupid and don't care about shit, then hang with those people. You did? I don't give a shit. But if you're around people that's on the same page as you, got a good family, are single, and doing good in their life, when you do go through the hard times, right? Collectively, that those people will be there for you and you'll be there for them. Always be around people that you can help and they can help you. It's not a push pull. You feel me? It ain't no push pull situation. It's just straight facts. Don't be around people that's gonna set you back, because people will set you back, and God knows this. People will set you back, and the people that you're around that's doing good, you can depend on, and they can depend on you, because we all need to depend on somebody. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we are all kids. And I know y'all be like, what do you mean? I ain't no kid. I ain't no kid. Man, fuck you. Just know that you can be independent, but you still at some point got to depend on somebody. You did. When you get a certain age, you get sick. You can't move around like you used to. You know what I mean? You're going to have to depend on somebody. And somebody's going to have to depend on you. So don't get it freaking twisted when it comes to dependability. When you young, yeah, you can say that. You can say, hey, listen, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody. But when your time come where your body break down, yeah, you're gonna need somebody. It ain't about wanting. You're going to need somebody. So yeah, it's all good to say right now, hey, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. I got everything. Right. Right. But there will come a time in your life where you're going to need somebody. And you know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do about it. And that right there is the last thing when it comes to multiple lessons in life. That's the last thing that you're gonna have to worry about. That you cannot control when you cannot take care of yourself. And you can't provide for yourself. When your mental and your physicality is not the same. So don't get it twisted, all right? Just know it's coming. So enjoy every moment in life when you go through these multiple lessons, because it's just there to keep you on point. You know what I mean? It's there to let you know that you have to make changes in your life. Multiple lessons is always going to pop out to let you know that that's how God works. And I just want to say that I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I wouldn't change that for the world. If nobody today or this year have told you they love you. Anakin 9.5 Beats, Lulu, I love you and I appreciate y'all, man. Because y'all deserve the best. We all do. And that's 100% facts. So I'm going to get off here, man. I hope you enjoyed the show. I did too this week. I might do a third one tomorrow. And I've been through some things, man, these last 3-4 months, man, but I'm coming out of my slump. I got to give myself a round of applause for that. You know, it's been a journey. And before I get off of here, you know, I got to say my testimony. You know, it's been a journey these last 3 months, man. I was up and up, going up on a Tuesday. And, you know, when I took this time off, which I really didn't have a choice, but I did have a choice because I accepted it. You know, I went through my multiple lessons in life, but this one was a big one for me. Actually, 2 in 1 year. And I just want to say, man, you know, I'm like, damn, again. And I could sit here and say, oh, it's this person's fault and this person's fault and this person did me this way. But, you know, when things happen, man, I feel like it's just you. So I'll take the bullet. I'll say that, you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to the whole confidence and arrogance thing, when you can go back to my playlist on live, that's what it was. So I gotta make sure I check my temperature when it comes to being arrogant and it comes to being confident about things and simmer down. Because everything ain't what it seems. You know, I realize a lot of people are jealous of me. And it's not like I'm a 6-figure man. It's not like I'm $1 million. But, you know, some people just like me just stand out. Sometimes you can get a little too cocky. And people really do get jealous of you. People really do envy you. Especially when you got that it factor. You know what I mean? And you got that aura, that glow. It's people in your corner. It's people that's around you that get jealous, they get mad, they envy you. And they'll let you know. You know why? Because they won't call you as much. When you talk to them, they'll change the subject. You did. Or when you try to reach out to them, they only gonna reach out to you when they want something. They just won't just talk to you just to talk to you. And the funny thing about it is, that's ill, man. So now I'm pushed in the corner, right? Pushed in the corner to be self-aware around people and know that they can switch up on you. They can change. But I'm thankful. I'm grateful that I went through my last 3 months the way I did. And yeah, man, I was depressed. 100% depressed all the way to the white meat, man. You know how you cut yourself or you get cut and it's a deep cut and you see the white part of the skin? Yeah, that's me, dog. And you know, I would say this time when I went through one of my multiple lessons, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I was crying or like, oh man, my life is over. What am I gonna do? It was like a soul check, man. Yeah, it was like a soul check. Like I had to go deep into my soul and be like, you know what? This shit is really real out here. You know, these last 3 months, man, I lost a lot of money being around the wrong person, man, the wrong people that I thought was really cool with me. you know, trying to get money with some people, man. I thought everybody was really cool. I'll take full responsibility. You feel me? I'll take full responsibility as far as how I could have handled things, but and I didn't really handle it the wrong way. I'm just a person that's aggressive, and I'm gonna speak my mind. Shout out to my mom. You did. Let's give it up for my mom. I'm literally just built different, and when something is wrong, and I don't appreciate when people act a certain way around me, and they think they better. I don't mind somebody being better than me, but don't degrade me, especially when you ain't all that. You feel me? Let's give it up. Nah, either we gonna come up together, or it just ain't gonna happen. Life is a competition, man. It could be a competition out there, but I promise you, I don't want to be around somebody that I know all the time. Now, I don't want to do that because y'all motherfuckers out there too tricky, and you get jealous and you envy, and it shows by your character, not the way you move, by your character. And money can't buy you shit when it comes to your character, because your character gonna tell it all, and that's 100% fact. Y'all must know this. A person character will tell them or tell you exactly who they are. And you know what I mean by character? It means through their actions. A person's actions and their character. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how you came up. I don't care if your mom or your dad, your cousin, your brother, your sister, how y'all came up. It starts from the top. And some of y'all kids out there, if the person, whoever you grew up with, if you know they ain't shit, then call it a buck, man. Call an ace a ace, a spade a spade. Don't be like that person, man. Because if you start being like that person, you're going to end up just like that person at the end of the day. Let's give it up right there for that. And in my lifetime, I have been through a lot of obstacles. I have learned many lessons in my life when it comes to everything, from multiple baby mamas, from being married twice, my last time being married, had a 15, 16-year-old job, you know what I'm saying, left there to doggone start my own brand, and didn't have the support, but I'm not going to blame it on that. If I could do it all over again, I think I would really do it different. But I still got time. 46 years old, still got time to build this brand. And it's something I really enjoy doing. But life ain't fair, man. And I went through some shit. I want you to know that you ain't the only one. And this time, when it comes down to it, I went through this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to own this shit. And it ain't cool. It ain't cool when your family members, they want to be nosy and look, see what you're doing, but they're not going to call you and reach out to you. Nah, they ain't going to call you and say, hey, is there a problem? They just going to go by the internet. That ain't cool. So when I see y'all, whoever it is, whoever had a problem with the last 2 years, and then my family members, you know what I'm saying? You don't reach out to me. I shouldn't have to reach out to you because I'm going through my obstacles. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to me, and if you don't reach out to me, it's cool. I give you a perfect example. My sister, right? You know what I'm saying? Love her to death. We had a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point where we didn't talk, but we had to make that phone call. And you know what I did? I called her. And I said, yo, you know what I'm saying? Are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm good. But I knew she wasn't good. We had a great conversation on the phone. We just called it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I told her how I really felt, and she did it. She told me how she felt, and we know what the problem is. And let me just be honest with you. The problem was, at the end of the day, that's my half sister. We got the same dad, but not the same mom. And that will always be a problem when it comes to that right there. But I actually picked up the phone, you know what I'm saying, and called her. Called my sister when I had a problem with her. And when we talked it out, straight talked it out. She said how she felt. I said how I felt. And that's what's wrong with people today. People don't want to call it truth, man. That's why we gonna all continue to go through multiple lessons in life. Because a person don't want to call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? A person don't want to call a king a king, a diamond a diamond. You know what I mean? When you got a problem with somebody that you really love, you got to call them, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to reach out. And maybe on the phone and maybe in person. Until the end, you always going to have that problem with someone. And if I do got a problem with somebody, or they got a problem with me, I'll talk to you. But if I feel like I don't have to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Because you was the problem, then you got to reach out to me. And that's all about multiple lessons in life, man. You go through multiple lessons in life, and it's with a person, number one, you got to talk to that person eventually. And number two, when you're going through multiple lessons in life, you got to pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Like get on your knees and say, hey, listen, God, can you please help me? And you know what He's going to do? He's going to remind you. He's going to show you things. He's going to make you reflect. He's going to put you in a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like them kids, when you was in elementary school, you had to go stand in the corner. Yes, sir. Yeah, He's going to put your ass in time out. That is the ultimate truth. So, deal with your situations. Deal with your consequences and repercussions. Come out of it. Don't be scared. Don't do nothing that I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, take yourself out. Don't go rob no bank. Don't hurt nobody, man. Just get on your knees and pray, man. You know what I'm saying? For all your wrongdoings, you got to ask God for forgiveness, man. Because people out here are not going to forgive you. And you should forgive anybody else, whoever did anything to you. You should forgive them. That don't mean you got to talk to them. But don't hold those emotions inside, man. Don't do that shit. Don't hold your emotions inside. You better go talk to somebody. You don't need to pay all this money to go see a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You don't got to go to the bar and get drunk, talk to somebody you don't know, and then they drinking. Nah. You got to put yourself around people that you can talk to, man. Because if you don't, you're going to fucking lose your mind. And that's not good. And you don't need 50 million people to talk to. If you can have at least 5 people in your life, I'm talking about seriously, if you can have at least 5 people in your life that you can talk to, you don't have to talk to them every day. 5 people. You need 5. Across the board, then you're going to be good when you go through these multiple lessons in life. All right? Love y'all, man. Make sure y'all go to my playlist. You know what I'm saying? I got a live playlist. I also have, you know what I'm saying, my podcast. I'm about to start that back up in March on the HD sound and everything. And we're going to get this shit popping. So, hey, man, lift your head up, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, lift your head up. Keep your head up. Don't give up. Stop worrying about what the next person doing. And know that when you go through these multiple lessons in life, that it's going to happen. There is no point of return. You know what I mean? We all came in here together. We all going to leave here together. That's one thing that we all got in common. We going to be here together. we're going to leave. You're going to be born and you're going to die. Okay? So when you go through these multiple lessons in life, it could be anytime, anywhere, any place. Just make sure you have the right support around you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. And don't be jealous of people. And don't be envious of people. Don't do that. That's not going to help the situation. I promise you. Be faithful. Be loyal to yourself and the people around you that make you happy. Okay? And everything's going to work out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend. And you know what I'm saying? If you ever need somebody to talk to, you can go to my Gmail. ANAKIN 9.5 beach EEATZ @gmail.com. Or you can leave a comment in my comment section and I'll get at you. Alright? Let's go, man. It's been a good one.